Ahoy there, YouTube! I'm back again today for another Kickstarter critique where I take a look at a different Kickstarter board game every 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on weekdays and do a live stream, give my honest thoughts on how it's being ran. And today I'm very excited to be checking out Meeples Monsters, a bag-building competitive fantasy adventure. I love bag builders. It was just launched earlier today. It's raised already $39,000, so it's funded, it's happening, it has 17 days left to go, and I'm very intrigued to check this one out because I've not checked out an AEG one yet on Kickstarter Critique. So, taking a look inside. And also, if you're enjoying this coverage, please be sure to click on that subscribe button down below as I'm trying to reach 9,000 subscribers to celebrate my 9-year anniversary of making YouTube content. So, as always, when I come into a Kickstarter, I'm thinking the three things. Do I want it? Can you do it? And how much is it? Now, luckily, Can You Do It is already checked, because AEG is a spectacular game maker. Some of my favorite games of all time are from them. And while I was doing some research to try and find out when this game actually launched, I want to give them a huge shout out, because they have this section right here, front and center, smack dab, called the Kickstarter status page, and this is where they give you like the honest truth, like, oh, this one we had problems with shipping, and it's just very upfront and transparent, and I love seeing this, and this is just spectacular. So kudos right there. So Can You Do It already checked. So do I want it? How much is it? Hopefully you can answer both of those in this video. Let's go. What?
Citizens of Rowan are under siege. Dangerous monsters are coming their way. Should they hope for the best? Or should they join together and defend the town? Fight it is. To prepare for the upcoming battles, you'll need to visit the villages to train powerful warriors. You'll also need to visit the university and gather wizards for their sage advice. And fireballs. Mostly fireballs. Head over to the cathedral and train up clerics who can heal the wounded, keeping your forces in top fighting condition.
Okay, so normally I don't like it when Kickstarter videos for the games get too in-depth into the rules. This one is going pretty in-depth into the rules, but they're doing it in such a creative and different way that I don't mind at all. I absolutely am loving this so far. This is just completely different from what we typically see, and I think they're nailing it right now.
In addition to preparing your forces, you'll need to construct new buildings so you can upgrade your troops with skills and battle abilities.
Okay.
Brave souls may choose to venture into the towers in search of helpful secrets, treasure, and glory. When you're ready, head outside the walls to battle monsters and save the day. Do more than any other player, and you'll be declared the ruler of Rowan. Meeples Monsters is a bag-building game with beautiful, full-colour meeples. During your turn, you'll have to weigh your options carefully. Do you visit a tower or upgrade the town? Do you level up some meeples or fight a monster? Scoring you victory points and maybe earning a special reward. Oh, and definitely don't want to forget to fulfill your quests. Another great way to score victory points. Meeples.
Okay, so that last part was there. That's the part where I'm talking about, where it's too much into the rules, and it kind of lost me there, to be honest with you. Like the last part, I was like, I was interested because like, ooh, I like that mechanism, I like this, I like that, but it just kept going and going, and so yeah, I think I found the cutoff for me.
By Ole Steiness.
Ooh. Great. Not just name-dropping the designer, but actually saying, oh, yeah, you probably played Point Salad, that awesome filler-weight game, or Mystic Vale. Maybe you've probably at least heard about that, because it's the one where you slide the cards into the different things. So I love the fact they did that right there.
And published by AEG, one of the most trusted names in tabletop games.
Yep.
So back Meeples Monsters now. Seriously, you should back it. It's really fun.
Overall, very well done video. I think it dragged a little bit too much with the rules explanation, because I think so many people are just going to be sold on the charm, on the uniqueness of that. It looked relatively simple. I love the meeples. I love the upgrading them. I love bag building. So, do I want it? Yes. I think most people after watching that video would say, yeah, that looks like a pretty fun, stinking game. So, do I want it? Yes. Can you do it? Yes. How much is it? Hopefully you don't beat around the bush. Hit me with the price. Hit me with it. Hit me with it. Normally I would go here, and I always recommend this, but I know, you know AEG, and look at this. They got 3 collaborators in addition to AEG, so there's going to be 4 people popping in the customer service and on the updates and the comment section, so that's going to be great, hopefully. Meeples Monsters, defeat the Dark Council. So yeah, 1 to 4 players, 45 to 60 minutes, ages 13 plus. That's everything I want to know. Bam! $49! Spectacular! Ding, ding, ding! Give them a pony. Everything I want. Do I want it? Can you do it? How much is it? It is answered already, and now at this point, if I really wanted it, I'm opening my wallet and giving you money, and hopefully you make it clean and clear. Is the shipping somewhere nearby? Does it ship? Nope. So I do still need to know shipping. We're not free and clear yet. Not free and clear yet. All right. Quotes. I love ranking quotes. AEG seems to be unstoppable. They're putting out great game after great game after great game, and this is no exception. So great. And that's honestly where I am with them. Space Base is one of my favorite ones. And even the games of theirs that I played that I wasn't, like, great, but was, like, in the good range, like Mary Posters, I think, is a very good game. I didn't think it was a great game, but my buddy Brandon did, and so I'm giving him my copy of the game. Like, all the games that I've played from them are just, like, in that range, and that's such a good range to be in, because we've all played games that are not in that range, and you're like, oh, God! And it's just, I mean, yeah. So love the mixture of bag building and upgrading your meeples during the game. Meh. It's telling me stuff about the components, but honestly, I kind of already knew that. I guess if I hadn't seen the video, that's a good one. I guess C. This game has a blast for our family and simply a delightful bag builder. Love that part. B+. Blast for our family. I'd like to know some ages. But then again, with quotes, it's not like we give them the quote. Sometimes they do. Sometimes publishers are like, hey, give us a quote. But a lot of times they just pull it from videos. It's got the best bag building out there. Wow. Tabletop Tolson laying down a heavy gauntlet. Now with that one, I don't know who that is. I kind of want to know, what other bag builders have you played? Because those are some big words. That's interesting. But I'm going to give that a B+. That's a good one. I love it. Punch. Yeah, it's good. If you're a fan of Lords of Waterdeep, then you need Meeples Monsters on your shelf. A. There we go. That's the one that I would put. I know you want to put Richard on top because it's Richard, and you paid a lot of money for that video potentially. But Never Board Gaming wins the quote battle right here, in my personal opinion. If you're a fan of Lords of the Waterdeep, then you need this on your shelf. And Lords of Waterdeep is just an absolutely beloved game by so much of our hobby that just cuts through the fat. I like that. I still don't know the shipping, though. So we got videos, the final thoughts, Kickstarter preview, tutorial playthrough. Excellent. I like how that's well marked. Good on you, John. An approachable family weight title with intuitive gameplay and a casual, vibrant atmosphere. Trying too hard. I don't like it. I don't know who the quote is from, but it's. I'll give that one a B-. Like it's good, but it's just I don't like when it feels forced. From a designer you love, awesome. Yeah, showing off the things, and yep, showing the pedigree. Amazing, spectacular. There we go. Gameplay, and this is where we get the moving pictures. We get the run through, dice tower, hero pledge. Okay, cool. So we're going more into the weeds on this. I like that. $49. Show me everything in there. Looking good. Oh, you got to sticker them. But once you get them stickered, it'll be good. Actually, where are the stickers? Do they come printed on? Are they not stickered? Upgrades. Printed meeples. Wait, so is this part of the pledge that I'm seeing here? Has it already been upgraded? Includes everything here and all listed upgrades. Okay. Why I almost feel like I don't know if I like that area there. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Let's keep going. 4 tower expansions. So these are like stretch goals that have been locked or something for whatever reason. Solo game. Awesome. I wouldn't put this here. When you put the solo game, it's like, hey, here's an upgrade. We made a solo variant. It's like, oh, you tacked on a solo variant for us, but we had to hit like it's just weird in that upgrade thing right there. Or maybe I imagine there's going to be 2 different boxes here, like the retail version and the fancy version. Is that what we got going on here? Embroidered and bags. I like how they zoomed in on that. I don't know if it convinces me anymore. Oh, they're trying to show that you can feel it. Okay, I do actually like that. You know what? I'd like to see around the outside. Art and design are not 100% complete, so that looks like a pretty good deal right there. I don't have an issue with that price. $49, you're getting what appears to be some big chunky miniatures, lots of bag, custom things, cards. Okay. I'm not seeing any red flags anywhere. Closer look at... Oh, so there's gonna... Whoa! So are you announcing everything new every day? Because that... Wow, that's a lot of things that you're going to be announcing. That gets me excited, because I already feel like I'm mostly convinced on this as is. Let's see, how many cards are in this? There, wait. So you got Meeples, the board, 4 Dark Council cards, 6 power tokens. That's all you're showing me right now? Okay. So that actually did underwhelm me a little bit right there. Oh, here we go. Here's more. Here's more. I missed this. Okay. Not nearly as bad. I was like, that was all. That's not very good. Okay. And we're going to be getting more and more and more and more and more every single day. Okay. A closer look. I don't know. That just feels kind of weird. Shipping. We'll be charging shipping after the Kickstarter concludes based on the actual cost incurred to ship from the closest distribution. Just give me guesstimates. There we go. $13. Okay. So I'm assuming it's, you know, Ticket to Ride style box, Pandemic style box, something that you can't flip, do medium flat rate. So $28 to Canada, Europe. This looks pretty clean and clear. You know, receiving rewards after the campaign looks good. Get us out of here. Retailers, you want to get in on that? Good stuff. All right. Overall, so far, leaning towards a 2 because it looks like there is no whale, so I can't even give it a 2. 2, as always, I rank these 0, back it for $1. 1, or 0, keep going. 1, back it for $1, come back in the last 48 hours. And 2, back for the whale. They haven't given me a whale, so this looks like a pretty easy one for me. And this is specifically why I say come back in the last 40 hours, because, to be frank, I could see why people might look at this and be like, you know what, I just don't think the value's quite there yet. But in quite literally a couple weeks, the value will be there because they're just going to keep adding things to the game that are already in the game, but you just don't know about them. And that's a really interesting blade to walk across, because it's like you want to convince them immediately that the value is there, but at the same time, I don't know. So I'm very interested to see what people think about this. So we're looking $49, $13. What was it? What was the shipping again? Because I think that was something that I saw someone complain about, was the shipping was really high. And I'm wondering if that's just the international shipping. So $49, $32. So we're looking at $62 game. That's $62 right now. That for an AEG game that most likely, you know, if it's like some of their recent ones, I'm going to play a lot. Like I played probably 15 games of Space Base. I play Space Base. I don't even own Space Base. Like, there's the thing. That's how much I love Space Base. But anywho, I can talk about Space Base all day. What stretch goals do you have planned? This campaign has no stretch goals. Yeah, you have the different thing, which I don't know which one. I think I like stretch goals better, but I understand why some people don't like it better. When will I get the game? Is shipping included? No. Okay, so these are pretty good. Can I get the same? Can I play the game solo or co-op? Yes, solo rules are included. Okay. One thing I'd say is, if anybody from AEG actually sees this, go look at the Reload Kickstarter from Colossal Games. What they did in the FAQ was at the beginning of each of these, it would have like one of these things, and then it would be like shipping or stretch goals or unlocks or something like that. And so it just made it much cleaner and clearer to navigate than this, because these are great questions, but there's 22. It's a lot to sift through. So payment. Updates, let's see what we got. And this just launched today. Thank you to our backers. So we got 9 hearts, 4 interactions. Let's see. I always like when people ask questions. Did we ask any questions? Oh, wow. This looks like this was already pre-ready. They already had this ready to go. Well, that was fast. Thank you so much for helping make Meeples and Monsters a reality in just 15 minutes. Oops. And I bet they were like, well, yeah, let's get it up fast. No, actually, maybe it wasn't prepped. I don't know. Maybe they weren't expecting that. So either way, glad to see it funded. We should really appreciate it if you'd share this campaign with your friends, as there's a lot more time to run up the score. Heck, we'd appreciate if you would share this campaign with your enemies. We're not that picky. I like that. A good sense of humor. We have a lot more previews and information about the game to release over the next few days, so stay tuned. Thank you so much for jumping into the Monsters and Meeples bandwagon. And then, what is this? What is this? Short videos inspired by Monsters and Meeples and our favorite movies. Oh, I don't want to get in trouble. I don't want to get in trouble with YouTube for sharing somebody else's video. But yeah, that looks cool. Maybe a question just here at the end related to that video I think would be good. The sense of humor in this game seems really fun. Yeah, I agree. And I think they're going for that Gateway-esque, maybe Gateway Plus sort of game, like the Small World range of games. And I think that's a great range. I love swimming in that range of games. Just a tiny bit of feedback from a Vanguard. I always hesitate to back projects if the creator doesn't have a history of backing other creatives after multiple projects. Oh my gosh, Justin Conti saying exactly what I say every single freaking day, except for today, which is, 10 created, 0 backed, and there's such an easy way to fix that. Just go back 40 things for $1 each. You spend $40, and now it's like, look, I'm a member of the community. Come support me. And if you really don't have $40, just back things that are clearly going to fail, and still you get that 40 next to it. So that's. I didn't think I'd need to give that advice to AEG, but I agree with Justin. So what else needs done? Finalized for the game before printing, and so we got the collaborators up in here popping. So what do we got? Will there be additional languages? For the campaign, no. Oh, that's a bummer. That's a bummer. I wonder why. Still up in the air. If we end up doing a retail version. Interesting. Oh, so they are thinking about doing what I was talking about, which was there'd probably be a retail version, which would be the very basic, and then there would be this nice one. Oh, so they're probably maybe like a Target version or something like that. You know, like a Walmart version, which I know a lot of people have issues with that. I think that was what... a lot of people were speculating that was what was going to happen with the Terraforming Mars situation, the space game. It's like, well, I see this cheaper in Walmart. And it's like, stop being so freaking narrow-minded. Like, our hobby grows because of games like that in Target and Walmart. Like, just giving them they can have, 7 of the bytes of this game. They can't handle those extra 3 bytes with all the crazy on-the-top stuff that we as board gamers love. And we talk about the mechanisms, we smooch about. But they don't want that, and they want a nice, simple game, and so I don't have a problem with that at all. Do you think they should have just offered everything up front instead of spacing it out with the daily goals? That is going to be really interesting to me. That's a great question. And I'm actually thinking about starting a new Kickstarter segment based on this game and 2 other games that both launched this week. And I'm really interested to see which one does better, because they all 3 have... these 3 right here. So they launched on Monday. They launched today, and this is a sequel to like a really good 2-player game, but this is a bigger box version of it. And then they launched today as well. And they each have 3 very different, distinct strategies they're doing. And I don't know. I'm personally not the biggest fan of the daily reveals. I mean, I like seeing them, but I see the issue of like, I just want to know everything in the game, and then feel like things are being added. I don't know. I think it's just really, it's a preference thing. I think that. Until someone really does like a really comprehensive, in-depth analysis of like hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of different projects that have done that, I think it's just a coin flip to me. Stretch goals are that. You're gonna tick somebody off one way or the other, but either way, I think you should be doing one of them. And I've seen some people do 2, and it's like, why not? Why not just piss off everybody? But at the same time, it works. So who knows? But that was Meeples and Monsters. I'm going to give it a 1. Come back in the last 48 hours, take a look at the game. And I think AEG's track record is solid enough. Like, there's so many dang good AEG games. War Chest comes to my mind. Just so underrated. Such a great game. But if you're enjoying what I'm doing, please be sure to click on that subscribe button down below. I'm trying to hit 7,000 subscribers. No, I already hit 7,000. I'm trying to hit 9,000 subscribers to celebrate my 9th anniversary of making YouTube content. And as always, thanks for your time, YouTube. Bye-bye. Bloodstone. Oh, yeah. Bloodstone. Good one. Yup.